about to lock down.
Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive. Just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground. This is Lamar Miller. Lamar Miller, 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 69 yards, and the Texans have taken the early lead. The first play from scrimmage, some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate, and guess what? They're in the lead now.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. Buying time to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Zach Cunningham in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
637, 808.
Here we go on 4th down with Carr. And he finds Carr. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. But a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Oakland Raiders, Charles, it's another lost season for them. We said that a few weeks ago, and we've been talking about this, but double-digit losses this year for the 12th time in 16 seasons, and that is so hard to fathom.
It really is, and I know everyone's going to say that just about every position will have an open competition, and they are accurate in saying that. The best signal, when you trade away your best defensive player, Mack to the Chicago Bears, and arguably your best offensive player, Amari Cooper, to the Dallas Cowboys, there's no doubt that there's an open competition at every other spot. About the only guy who may be safe, the quarterback, Derek Carr. A lot of building will have to occur around him.
Hey, we're good. 6-18.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Bernardrick McKinney able to drop him for a loss of a couple. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing his Carr on third down. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
7:34.
They do go for it. It's Carr. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Well, Charles, you think about the Houston Texans and the turnaround that they've had this year. Double-digit.
I have to jump in.
Oh, because you projected this.
Do we remember preseason? Was there something that was said in preseason
You want to
about
clear
the
your
Houston Texans?
You want to clear your throat one more time?
Let me clear my throat. Oh, sorry. What were you saying now?
Anyway, I wanted to talk about their season and their turnaround. Double-digit wins, and they're in the mix for a first-round bye.
And just the way that they played, I mean, let's remember, 0-3 start. Deshaun Watson said, hey, I don't know how much room there will be on the bandwagon when we get rolling. Well, apparently there's a lot of room on the bandwagon because they won 9 straight, took a loss, and then get back on the beam with a win against the Jets in Week 15. But this is a dangerous team.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kiki QT from 4 yards out. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good as that is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brandon Dunn forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards.
OP. 29.
Carr to throw on second down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Given 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Watson on first down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. A first down carry now for Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. We also like what the runner's giving us.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But
here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 21. It's a touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I'll bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like when we talk about the defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Carr gives to Lynch on the draw. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
808. 734. 734.
They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out.
Thicker the pie, thicker the bag. Mean I'm a buyer, now leasing no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, I'm driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it. The mad, man in that bag, cause I'm all in my bag. Why I ain't holding around? Just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for a doubt, she don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lane, asked for a burger, watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation, we was on roll like tires. Where we gon' that? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Cody Parkey now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Arrowhead. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First down, Mahomes. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Ware takes the give from Mahomes, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that one and drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90.
Here we go, fourth down, Mahomes. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete.
Feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Goff. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. I'm going to say that you don't like that call on the opening drive of the game.
It's a very strong limb that you're out on right now. Okay, look, the game between college and the NFL continues to creep closer, but that is truly a college play, not an NFL play. Because you'd snap the ball from the 3-yard line there, whether it's going for 1 or going for 2. So it makes sense to try it that way, to maybe fake it. In this case, from the 15, makes 0 sense.
And now your lead's just 6-0 instead of 7-0. Throwing on first down is Carr. Drops it off to Martin. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now Carr again. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They go play action here on first down. And complete right side to Cook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's third down. Now Carr. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
6-18.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Second and goal from the 1. Carr keeps it on the sneak. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Raiders have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Well, Charles, help me break down the Rams here as we get to the home stretch of the season, because they still have one of the best records in the NFL. But after that wild Monday night win over KC on November 19th, haven't looked as sharp.
And sometimes when you have a streak that they carry around and they're playing at such a high level offensively, any dip looks like the worst dip in the world. But they have had their struggles. Quarterback Jared Goff, his quarterback
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley, 77 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. They got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Zerline good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Carr. Got an open man. It's Aikman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. It's caught by Roberts. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Super one. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
On first down, it's Gurley. Fights off the defender. Touchdown, LA! Todd Gurley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They give to Martin. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, some news that gave us a chuckle, and we could all use that around the holiday season. Josh Johnson, a great story. He was back home in Oakland when the Redskins called to see if he'd like to join him for the remainder of the season. So how did he get to know his new teammates? Well, what did he do? He turned to the Madden game, Charles.
Yeah, and that's how you learn who they are, right? Learn what they do, have some tendencies, get some ideas about their speed and what they do well, and maybe what they don't do so well. And it really helped him acclimate and got himself a big victory in Week 15.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jordy Nelson, 60 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, 180! Wide, get wide!
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go. Super 1.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Marcus Gilchrist there to bring him down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff dumps it off to Gurley. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Todd Gurley standing by as lonesome in the backfield here, second and goal. Goff now to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett from 4 yards out. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10.
Get down, get down. You ready? 694.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr escaping the pressure right. And Nelson's got it here right side. They give him a gain of 37.
And Derek Carr just keeps improving. He can be dangerous not just inside the pocket, but as we see here, outside of it as well.
Kid born in California, played his high school ball in Texas, had quarterback written all over him. First down, here's the run with Martin. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, second down. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. On second down, here's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Marcel Aitman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. From the gun, it's Carr. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before. Now a play fake here on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, we go. 180.
The final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead. They'll throw now on the final play. And it's going to be caught. Not sure why they went for two, but they do get it. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On first down, Carr goes underneath to Martin. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Now the Rams bring the offense back out here to go for 2.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Carr to try again after the pick 6. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Hey, we got a second here. Let's go back to Week 15 following the win over Green Bay for Chicago. Happiness rained down on the field. The Bears claiming the NFC North title, but one Bear took his celebration to an extreme. I know you saw this.
Yes, I certainly did. Charles Leno Jr., left tackle for the Chicago Bears, got down on a knee and proposed to his girlfriend, Jen.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for the Raiders. 49 yards.
7:34.
On first and 10, here's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and now it's third down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Now he'll let it go. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now a handoff for Gurley. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. The 20. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, like we always do this time of year with the holidays here and me happy for once. I want to say happy holidays to you, to your family, and to everybody out there in Madden Land.
I like how you said that. Before I do go on, though, happy holidays to you, your family, and everyone out there in Madden Land as well. And hope that they're safe and they're happy and successful holidays for all. But as you said, happy for once. Usually you're kind of a Grinch this time of year. What's going on?
Yeah, well, my heart grew 3 sizes this way.
I love it. I love it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Go, 76. 76. Go, Salah. 80.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Well, the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Ground.
Now Goff on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
They got him, man. It's Woods. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
76.
Goff on first down. He'll buy some time right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's Goff now on second down. Forced out to his left. This will be caught just inside the 10. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Here's Goff. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Rashaan Melvin that time able to make the play. It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down. And it's incomplete. Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Goff throwing again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Rams add on to their lead. You have fun with this one, partner? I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center. We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked. They need any spark at this point. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Carr will try it again on second down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
Hey, 7:34.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the